Well, hey folks, Back Out Flies RC. All right, we want to take up the Avios Extra 300 NG, have a little bit of fun with it. Got the new Flex Innovation laser, I think it's the laser or QQ cap carbon fiber gear on there, the landing struts, or the hard gear, the legs, these things here. And of course I reused the wheels and the pants off the original plane. This is a perfect RC plane, 98% perfect, right up to the gear. It's like they had 98%, then they ran out of innovation and put some cheap aluminum gear on there that bend real easy. So Hobby King, you got 98% of the job right. But that's okay, because you get that gear from Flex Innovation, and I'll put a link. It's just a simple bolt in, no measuring, no real cutting. You do have to remount the main where the wheel hub comes in, just a tiny, I mean 3 seconds, just real quick in and out with the drill, just to make it slightly larger, and the wheels snap right on. Literally a bolt-on mod, and for $54 it is worth every penny. All right, we're not going to be doing too much in the way of 3D flipping around. We're going to be doing more sport flying right now. So I'm going to be in my sport mode. Right, left, up, down, right, left. All right. Oh yes, and this plane does have thrust reverse. And I got a 4900 SMC pack flying in my low rates, which is my sport mode. Okay, right, left, up, down. All right, here we go. I love this gear. Absolutely takes out the fear of your gear bending. Got an AR631 receiver in here. As far as a perfect airplane, as far as a perfect RC plane, this is right up there with the Avios Super Tucano. It really is. Right up there with the Super Tucano. I love the lights on this plane, the light package. If you just want to do some sport flying, just fly around sporty like a warbird and everything, this is the mode to be in. Perfect plane for it. You don't have to do 3D all the time, but it will do 3D. No problem at all.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
Snap roll, no problem. Outside sticks. Inside sticks. Very little, really no pressure needed to maintain inverted. And bring it right at us. Definitely in my sport mode. Phenomenal flying plane. Absolutely phenomenal flying plane. All right, birds. See if we can't get ourselves a touch and go this time.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Well, no. That was a touch and go without the touch. Definitely a touch and go that time. She will slow right down.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Braking. Cruise mode.
Sounds great in the air. You know, let's get some grass hops real quick. I love this new gear.
Braking. Cruise mode. Braking. Cruise moto is so chill.
All right, still had 2 minutes left. I only flew in my low rates, which is my sport aerobatic rate, which is ailerons 40% with 50% expo, elevator 50%, 50% expo, rudder 80% with 50% expo. All right, forward programming. These are my AS3X Plus settings. Gains are 0.5. Okay. The gains are 40, 50, and 60 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Priority, all 150 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Heading I did nothing with. Stop lock is at 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw, and with 80 on roll, pitch, and yaw for release rate. Gains, like I say, are at 0.5 gains. All right. Like I did have my timer set for
Starting the
7 minutes. Had 2 minutes left, so we flew for a solid 5 minutes. Okay. Gabriel, if I just want to come up here, I want to show the battery. And we're not going to take the battery out just yet, but that's where I've got the battery placement at. Basically even with the back of the wood tray there. AR631. The wings just slide in. You have 2 connections. Now you could have a Y and do your ailerons to the Y, but I have my ailerons on separate switches. So I have one aileron here in channel 6, which would normally be your flaps, and then I got the other aileron in the regular aileron port. And I have them tied together as a 2 aileron wing type. 35% left, so actually it's probably a good thing we stopped. I was running pretty hard. I wasn't doing much cruising. So really, if you're going to fly around a lot of high speed like I just did, set your timer for 5 minutes and you'll be safer. All right, but there again, that's for the battery plate, and that is a 4900 SMC pack. Their version 2, their new generation of LIV packs, high voltage packs. And that, folks, is the Avios NG Extra 300 with the Flex Innovation carbon fiber landing gear on there. I'll put a link to that gear. Flex Innovation gets a big batch of stuff and then they sell out, and then it might be 6 months before they get more. So today is the 19th of November. I'll have a link whenever this video comes out in a few days. So if you want these gear, which I cannot stress so much how necessary this mod is to this plane. It's a must as far as I'm concerned, and it makes a 98% perfect plane 100% great. So, all right, well, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. Avios Hobby King, this is a great plane. I just wish y'all had finished the partnership, if that's what it was, with Flex and put this gear on it. But other than that, she's a perfect plane. All right, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget, Faith, family, and friends. Gabriel, thank you for filming, and God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.